So this is the hat episode, by the way. Is your eye twitching?
Yeah.
All right, so it's the moment of truth. For those who don't know, I've been telling Ange to not open this box because it has something very important.
Which has been so hard to do.
Yeah, but this is the moment of truth. Ready? Okay, ready?
There's not a living creature in there, is there? Stop. I'm scared. Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't really have anything this time. It's the hat episode.
Oh my god, our creative manager, and he's going delusional.
What can I say? It's been a long day of recording. A beautiful evening of recording.
Yeah.
Because-
If you guys don't think indentured servitude still doesn't exist.
Yeah, look at my big ass. What is this? Like my big ass mug. It's a cactus. I know that I used this on our first couple episodes, but so happy. Like this just has so much. This is like 2-3 cups. It's like Texas. Everything's just bigger and better.
So we just spent 30 seconds talking about a mug. So that's how you know we are out of content. But
No, tell me about your week.
my week,
Yeah.
okay. My week has been filled with ups and downs. I've been, I took a hiatus.
I'm listening. This is the hat episode.
Wow. I was taking a hiatus from my other YouTube channel, so this week I really locked in and created a content plan. I had a beginner editor reach out to me and ask he's looking to build videos for his portfolio if he could maybe edit one of my vlogs. And as a good business person, you ask well, let me see previous work. I don't know where this kid went to college or where he learned to edit, no offense, but here's the thing. You do research on what the person's aesthetic is, and you look at it just didn't work. It was too much super zoomed in shots and then super zoomed out and these crazy sound effects. And it was endearing that he wanted to do that for me, but I just can't put that out there. So I have to completely re-edit that myself.
Just to clarify, it isn't me.
Yeah.
Because I do that all the time. I do that with all my edits. I'm probably going to edit this video.
Yeah, so...
Because it's the hat episode.
But yeah, I'm just trying to get back into that. But, yeah, overall, it's been a pretty good week. Just,
Hello, Billy.
working and all that fun stuff.
You're looking what?
I've seen Minty twice this week, which, if you ask me, is too many. You can only have so much of Minty.
This is the hat episode. Welcome to Mansplained, hosted by me, Minty, and my co-host.
And
It's the hat episode. I'm going to just keep referencing.
no one knows what that means.
They'll understand.
It's Minty didn't want to wash his hair episode.
No, I wash my hair, guys. Trust me. I showered before recording every time. I shower in the morning and then also at night.
Allegedly.
This shirt may look a little dirty. I've been wearing this for 3 weeks, apparently. But this shirt is actually oil painting because I'm an oil painter. By this time, I think my exposition should have been up. So I'll just pretend it happened. Yeah, it went great. The exposition was phenomenal. Actually, I was rewarded a Nobel Peace Prize. No, not a Pulitzer. Sorry, not a Nobel Peace Prize. They offered me that once I gave an analysis about Mexico's game on our first episode. They reached out. They were like, dude, you know what it takes. here's your Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh my God.
And then after that, my life went great. I got 2 Mercedes-Benz. I flew to Chicago and basically became the leader of the Chicago Bears. And then we won the world premiere. What do you call it?
Oh yeah, you really know it, don't you?
Yeah, the World Cup, but for baseball. The World Series, that's the one.
The world premiere.
Yeah, we won the World Series, and
wow,
it was awesome.
You can tell Minty loves sports.
Yeah, I do. I'm a huge sports person. That's why I don't. What is this? Oh. Okay. We're gonna. What is? Is this a story?
No.
Okay.
This one I didn't want to do. It's the next one.
All right. We're gonna start reading Reddit stories.
As always, your favorite segment.
Or is it?
It's my favorite segment.
I think they're here for this. Not so much for this. I'm not talking about my brain. I'm talking about the hat. Because it's the hat episode. People are gonna hate this episode.
Yeah.
People are gonna hate this episode.
This looks like a hostage video.
Yeah,
I'm being forced to be here.
Please, let us out, guys. Please, they're hiding.
Is that what you wanted us to say?
Yeah, is this funny? Does this make you go do the haha?
Do the hee hee ha ha?
Yeah. No, don't do the hee hee ha ha.
Hee hee ha ha? The hee hee ha ha?
No, you don't get it. You'll get it once I post this video.
Okay.
Am I the jerk? Found used tampon in my friend's purse. Me. My friends and I went to a party. At the end of the night, my friend left her bag in my car. I didn't know whose it was exactly, so I opened it, and inside was a used tampon. After I gave it back to her and told our friends what I found, she texted me saying there wasn't a trash can in the bathroom at the party, and she didn't want to flush it, so she wrapped it and put it there, and she completely by accident left her bag in my car. A lot of people know about it and are making fun of her for it now. Am I the jerk, or is what she did totally weird? In my opinion, it's disgusting and crazy she did that. TLDR, found a used tampon on my friend's purse and told people, and now she's embarrassed and being made fun of. I think this is pretty clear cut. She's a jerk. Listen.
The one who wrote it.
Yeah. The OP, she's a jerk. Just because it's okay, dude, yes, she left, her tampon in her purse in your car accidentally. But it's why do you have to tell other people? You could just be hey, dude, you left a tampon there? Are you okay? What was that about? But instead, she goes on to tell other people, which then they make fun of her for it.
Yeah.
And it's you don't really have to filter that information, you can just be the cool person and just not say anything. Obviously, maybe at worst be hey, dude, just be careful, or don't leave your bag. If it's going to have a tampon, just don't leave it in my car, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty clear cut.
Here's the thing. You're not a female who's ever had a period.
Female?
So, biologically female who's ever had a tampon or who's ever had a period.
Okay, Andrew Tate.
Here's the thing is that for some reason, a lot of public bathrooms don't have individual trash cans in each stall.
Right.
And you can't flush used tampons or pads down the toilet. So I just want people to know the fact that she had it in there, the original poster she thinks it's weird. I personally don't think it's weird, depending on the situation. If she carries it around because it's her pet and she just likes to have it, that's weird. But if it was an emergency situation, she's being responsible by not throwing it into the toilet. That's not weird. But no, this person, not only did this person tell everybody, but then she's going on Reddit and going to the effort of writing this out. Not a true friend. And if this is about you, you need better friends.
Yeah, I think, unfortunately for this situation, you know what? The author doesn't say whether she's a boy or a girl, female or male. This might be a male, actually. Because, like, I think if she was a girl, she would understand, or she would have, like, a little more empathy. So, I through analysis, like, I think this is a guy who's just kind of, he doesn't understand that. Maybe, yeah, like, he's just weirded out, and I think that if it was a girl, like, she wouldn't be as struck. She would have actually talked and been like, or maybe she would have, like, caught on, like, oh, like, she put it away because, like, she didn't want to flush it. Because I think you can flush it, you just shouldn't, right? Right?
I think it will go down, but
you shouldn't.
And there are always, like, signs in women's bathrooms that say, please don't dispose of your your sanitary products. Yeah,
it clogs up the drain, and also it's bad for the environment.
For sure.
All right.
Okay. This one's kind of a short one, but this one's good. Am I the jerk for saying I don't want to talk to you right now? I have this habit of just telling people that I don't want to talk to them in that moment because I'm overwhelmed or something has happened. I know it can come off as rude, but I believe that if I stay in that conversation, I will say something worse or just get too overwhelmed. Is it okay to say that? I thought I was just communicating my emotions and boundaries, but some people take it very harsh.
I think it depends, but...
Yeah, I think it depends on who's asking. And it depends on... For example, if it's a text chain, you just stop responding. There have been instances where I will have some sort of breakdown or panic attack, and Minty has been like he does this thing where he'll either distract me, or if he can see if something's bothering me, he'll be like, like, what's going on, or what's on your mind, like, what are you thinking? I'll be like, nothing, I'm fine. And like, it's obviously I'm not fine. That's helpful. I have never responded with, I just don't want to talk to you, I don't want to talk about it, because I'm someone who, if I feel comfortable enough with the person, I think it is important to talk about it and not give it as much power. I think that you are allowed to protect your boundaries, and you are allowed to protect your mental health space.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's rude to tell people you don't want to talk right now. I
think it's fair. I think
it's very fair.
This person's setting their boundaries. If the other person doesn't want to deal with that, they can just end the relationship there. At the end of the day, they both choose like what rules to play and what boundaries to set. So like, this person has the right to set those boundaries, but they can't get upset if they lose friendships over that, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Because like, again, and I think it's fair. Like, I think this person wouldn't mind losing a friend if the friend doesn't want to respect their boundaries.
Yeah.
And like, again, also a friend doesn't have to like have a friend who will be emotionally cold. From what I'm getting, like, this person is just kind of doing it for the sake of, because people say that you should actually strike when the iron is cold, not when it's hot. Mm-hmm. So if they're feeling emotional and overwhelmed, I think they are doing the right thing by being like, okay, you know what, like, I can't do this right now. I gotta go, because I think things are gonna get more extreme, more emotional. And like, I also have the right to walk away from that conversation. Like, I don't have to stay here and reply to what you have, and like finish this conversation if I don't feel like it, And I think it's just one of those things that you kind of learn with time, where it's like sometimes like you can just cut people off, or like cut a conversation if you want to, because at the end of the day, you choose who to talk to. Yeah. You choose who to be around. Yeah. It's either your family, like, you can't really choose your family in certain ways. Like, right. I know there's like the whole, like, yeah, like my family is actually the people that I met and all these things. Of course, yes. But, I think,
two things to bring up. First of all, I don't even start conversations if I'm feeling any sort of way. You know what I mean? Like, I won't initiate a conversation with anyone or get into a conversation with anyone. I'll just be like, oh, I'm busy right now. Like, get back to you later. Right. I've never gotten to that point. And the second thing is, you were saying, like, how the saying is, like, strike while the iron is cold. Yes, I agree. But I think it also really depends, as we've already said, on like how well you know that person. Because for me, you don't do that with me. You don't let me like walk away if I'm upset.
Oh yeah.
Because you know I will take it and not deal with it.
Yeah.
And bury it. And like maybe bring it up in like a therapy session or have it explode and come out like months later into like something that I didn't deal with.
Yeah.
But you know that about me. So I think it really depends on how well you know the person and what you know that person needs. But I don't, maybe original poster, if you're worried about sounding like a jerk, you can just say, busy right now, get back to you later. Instead of saying, I don't want to talk to you right now.
It's only fair if you're confrontational in the sense of, like, you know you'll come back to it and, like, finish that discussion. Yeah. But if you're like, no, I'll walk away and, like, never talk about it or, like, keep it to myself, no, don't do that.
Like, have you ever done that? Like, with being with someone, like, I can't, like,
I'll
wanting
do that
to
sometimes.
talk to you,
like, if
and they're just like, I can't right now.
Yeah, sometimes I'll do that where I'm like, you know what, like, I'll get back to you. And then, like, I'll take my time, and I'll be like, okay, you know what, let's have this discussion, let's have this conversation, and, like, this is how I feel, blah, 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 and then, like, either we work from there or the relationship, friendship, whatever, it ends there.
I think it also depends on if the issue that she's having is with the friend. Because I think in your situation, you're talking about, like, if you're having an issue with a certain person and they're trying to have a conversation with you and you're unable to keep a cool head because, you know, emotions are high, and you're someone who likes to get into conversations with a good head on your shoulders. Like, emotionally balanced. You've gone through all of that kind of messy part. You deal with that on your own, and then you come back to a conversation. I mean, you've never done that. I've never seen that personally, but, you know.
Yeah, I think it's very circumstantial. I think it depends. It depends on, like, how you resolve the conflict. Also, I did say, like, with the whole family thing, like, I think it's family if, like, even if it's not, like, by blood, I think family has to imply that you, like, work on solving whatever issue comes ahead. Like, you guys try to stick together. Like, yeah, you can have a family, like, you can have an adopted family, but part of the family is sort of like, yeah, we work this through because we love each other and we still want each other's presence. And, you know, like, we have to fix that conflict. So even if you have an adopted family, you have to, like, eventually resolve. So, yeah, I just wanted to clarify that because, you know, like, I think when I was saying family, you know, I didn't exactly have the right words because I didn't want it to sound like, oh, like, because you guys are blood related, you have to stick by each other. It's like, no, you can choose not to, but there has to be someone who is, like, your adoptive family, like, you know, your friends and, like, the people that love you.
Circle.
Your chosen circle. But, like, by making them your family, you do have to resolve conflicts and, like, you know, work things out because...
Yeah, there's another added level of being like, you can't just walk away. Like, you've made that agreement to call this person your family, and so if any little thing comes up, you kind of you lose the right to be able to just go away. Like, I can't deal with you. Yeah. You have to work through those things.
Yeah. Like, you can't just go... Like, you can have a little, like, timeout.
Yeah.
But, like, you have to come back. And it also depends on the timeout. Like, you can't just go for, like, months.
Right.
Like, you have to be like, okay, like, let me think this through. Give me a couple of days.
Oh, yeah. And always tell the person, like, I'm thinking on this.
Yeah,
I'll get
like,
back
communication. To you. All right, this one is kind of tasty. Okay, advice. I just got married, but I'm still in love with my ex. A few years ago, I dated a guy who I thought I would marry. However, after 3 years together, he told me he didn't want to fully commit to marriage and was fine just dating. That broke my heart, and we slowly drifted apart, and eventually the relationship ended. A year later, I met a really nice guy, and we dated for a couple of years. However, I never really got over my ex. I thought about him every day, wondering what he was doing and who he was dating, and it prevented me from fully loving my boyfriend. Even though I felt this way, I accepted my boyfriend's proposal and decided to get married. Here I am, 6 months into my marriage, and I feel the same way. My husband is a wonderful person and we have great friends. My life is perfect, but my heart is empty. I'm depressed and missing my ex. I don't know what to do as I've been to therapy, but it seems like I'm just going through the motions. It would obviously crush my husband if he knew how I felt. Has anyone ever experienced this? Yeah, I think she should have gone to therapy. TBH, like, what do you think?
This one's hard. This was hard for me because I understand. I don't think this was. It doesn't sound like this was like her first love. It sounds
like The Notebook.
But this one sounds just difficult because I relate. I understand that feeling. I think it's different because she's bringing that into a new relationship, marriage. That's a big, huge commitment. If she were going and dating the next guy is like a rebound guy, you're like, oh, I still wonder what my ex is up to. That's normal. And still, like, the curiosity, too, is normal. I don't know. I think it's not fair to the husband for her to have not figured her shit out before agreeing to get married. You can't fully love and cherish someone if you're still holding a flame for someone else. And that's not to say that you, there are going to be relationships that end where you're going to be like, the cliche, a piece of my heart's always going to be with that person. Meaning you loved those memories, the relationship wasn't good, but you're able to box and categorize that relationship in its own package and not take bits and pieces out of it into your new relationship. That's very dangerous because you fall into things like this where you fully marry someone and you're still holding that torch for them. It's just really, it's not fair to the husband. Mm-hmm. And that's a huge commitment. I assume they're going to want kids. Imagine having kids and still being like, I don't really fully love your father. She can't really fully love him if she's still holding on to this ex. I think, what did they meet within months of her new?
Yeah, like 6 months within. She's 6 months.
That's really fast. That's really fast for an ex that impacted you that much.
No. Like she dated him a while back. Like they were dating years ago.
Oh, okay.
And then like she got into a relationship with her new boyfriend, and they I think were together for a couple of years too. But
okay.
She never got over him, and right now she married 6 months ago.
Yeah, okay.
And right now she's still thinking of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's too late now, but like therapy beforehand would be good. Mm-hmm.
Didn't you have a friend who said like, to get over a guy, you have to get with another guy?
Several friends of mine gave that advice, and it's terrible advice because I don't even think, even if you're looking for something casual, that's appropriate.
Yeah, I mean,
because what happens? Those feelings just transfer on to the next person. And then this person's stuck with this person with all this baggage and that they didn't ask for.
Well, not always.
Not always, but I think you have to be very careful about it, the way you go about these things.
I'm thinking like of like The Notebook kind of, where it's like, I just never got over. This sounds like a Hallmark movie, honestly. Where it's like,
it does.
This is like some, I'm like
5 years married with kids. I went back to my hometown and saw my best friend, my best childhood friend. And, he's like this farmer guy, and he fixed my chimney. And right then and there, the moment he bent over as he was cleaning up the chimney, and I saw his butt crack, that's when I realized I loved him.
Men or
that's like a woman who does that, like that from the Hallmark movies. It's like. So the man's butt crack, and I was like,
gosh.
Reminds me of old Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy, you never change. And I don't think my love's ever changed for you. Anyways.
We have
speaking of love.
One last Reddit story.
I know, but I wanted to shout out candle matches from Diamonds, because it says 5 inches extra long big stick. I mean, you know what they say. Sex sells. So Yeah. Anyways.
Wow. Okay. Wife 35 female wore a bikini in Goa without telling me 35 male.
Yeah.
My wife recently went to Goa with her college friends. According to her, it was an all-girls trip. When she came back, she showed me a lot of photos from the trip, and she showed me a lot of photos in the clothes we bought together for this trip of hers. A few days later, I happened to see one of her friend's Instagram stories where she was wearing a big oversized t-shirt. It made me curious, so I checked a few more stories from her friends using her phone. Turns out she was actually wearing a two-piece bikini underneath, and there were multiple photos and videos of her in a very revealing bikini. What made it worse was that I also found chats where she had specifically asked her friends not to tag her in any bikini pictures. When I confronted her, she said her friends pressured her into wearing it, and she didn't know how to tell me afterwards because she knew I wouldn't approve. She claimed she was planning to tell me eventually. I honestly don't buy it. Another thing that bothered me was that although she kept calling it an all-girls trip, I spotted a guy in at least two of her friends' Instagram stories. He wasn't tagged. I have no idea who he is. She says he was just someone from another group, and I'm making too much out of it. I would have told her not to wear a bikini if she asked me beforehand. I don't think there's anything wrong with a husband having boundaries about how revealing his wife dresses around random men. These days, people label every preference as controlling. But I don't think expecting some level of modesty in a marriage is unreasonable. I'm all for women having equal rights, careers, independence, and traveling, whatever they want. But I don't believe parading yourself around half naked in front of strangers is a symbol of empowerment. For me, though, the bigger issue is the deception. She hid it, selectively showed me only the covered up photos, told her friends not to tag her, and I found out by accident. She's apologizing to me every day, but she's only doing that because she got caught. I don't know what to do or say anymore.
Yeah, he sounds like a...
Well, what do you think? Think about it from like a really objective perspective.
Yeah, no, like I think from a really objective perspective, I think it's her body. She chooses what to wear, you know, and yeah, like I think maybe she could have told him. I mean, either way, like his decision is he doesn't have the right to tell what his wife can or cannot wear. Because at the end of the day, she chooses how to wear it. You can kind of tell, like, a little bit about the relationship, though, the dynamic, because, like, she hid it because she knew that he wouldn't approve, right? Like, and that's the word, approve, where, you know, if it's her clothing, you know, I'm also wondering, like, is there other things that require his approval for her to do, right? Like, I think it goes beyond like just a bikini. Like the relationship probably there's other things too.
Yeah.
Where, like, you know, the guy's kind of controlling how she lives, and again, like if she didn't want to wear the bikini, she would have just been like, "Sorry, gals, I don't want to wear the bikini." It's as simple as that. But the fact that she wore it means that like deep down she did want some of that. Maybe she wanted some freedom. More than just like whether or not she wanted to like be with other guys or something. I think she just wanted like the option to, you know, wear a bikini or not. I think it also shows like the guy is insecure because at the end of the day, like she can wear revealing clothes, and like if she chooses, like you kind of have the expectation that she'll just stay with you. If she doesn't, she doesn't, and you just get a divorce, right? Me being privileged, being like, yeah, let's just get a divorce. Like, it doesn't cost, and it's like a long process. But
also, did you catch in the beginning where he said she was wearing the clothes that we picked out for her trip?
Yeah, like he's controlling. Yeah,
that was like the way he worded that, and this is him talking.
Yeah.
No, I recently gone through an issue with someone I was talking to about controlling who I was hanging out with and talking to. It's not a good feeling to be put in there unfairly and to be put into under those rules unfairly or unjustified. So I completely understand how the wife feels. Now, I wasn't going out rebelliously being like, I'm going to do the exact opposite of what you said. I think, as you said, it's a symbol of her freedom of being able to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be really honest. A lot of times, women wear revealing clothing for other women because, like, we want to seem like hot and for like with other women, not for guys. Like, I rarely dress the way I dress because of a guy.
Yeah.
And so, like, there's like this thing going around where it's like girls getting ready for girls' night looks like very different from girls getting ready for like date night.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, maybe she just wanted to be one of the girls and not be whatever. As far as the husband feeling like the deception was the more difficult part, I think that we don't know the whole story. If she has a history of cheating or being a little sketchy with other men, maybe. But the things that you're wearing is not going to control that. That's not going to be like a safeguard to prevent your wife from being with other men. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I was checking the ages, and yeah, they're 35, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I think especially when it comes to women, they cherish their youth way more than men. Like, men can age and there's no problem, but like if women age, like if they get a new wrinkle, if they get like a white hair, like it's the end of the world for them.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I think also part of it is like maybe she's just trying to like feel rejuvenated, you know, like maybe like she's also like feeling a little insecure of like, oh, like I'm getting old and like I'm getting ugly, and so like, you know, when she's with her friends, she's like, no, you're beautiful, queen, like I love you, you're so beautiful, put on this bikini, like show off how beautiful and youthful you are, and like
do it for yourself.
And like you know, I think that could be the reason, one of the reasons, but also like the whole control situation.
Yeah.
It's pretty grave.
I mean, and also, like, I myself have never worn a bikini. I think it takes a huge amount of confidence to do that, self-confidence.
And
like,
courage.
How awesome would it be to have your wife, years into marriage, still feeling confident enough to rock a bikini?
Oh, yeah. I'd be like,
that's
damn.
hot. Like, that's like...
I would have been like, don't take it off.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
When I see you at the airport, you better be wearing that shit.
Yeah, and being proud, being like, that's my wife. Look how hot my wife is.
That's my wife right there.
You could have framed it that way, but no, you decided to go the freaking creepy Handmaid's Tale way.
Ain't she beautiful, my wife?
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah? No, it's good. Like, again, I think...
Do you think there's a limit, though? Like, do you feel as a guy, if your girlfriend or wife, let's say wife, because that's like a bit more serious, is there a limit to how you feel your wife should be dressed?
I think you need to know that before you get married.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of have to, like, know her friend circle, and you also kind of have to know, like, who she truly is.
Yeah.
Because, again, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's also other women who, like to dress a little more conservatively, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, you get to choose how you dress.
Yeah.
But, again, like, it's just, like, finding someone who shares your values, and I just feel really sorry for her because she just started apologizing profusely, and it's like, yeah, and you should kind of know that before you get married, like, what kind of stuff with that. And not only that, but also kind of, like, have that confidence. Like, you should have that confidence to be like, yeah, like, she's not going to go with another guy. Like,
and if she does, divorce her.
Yeah, and if she does, divorce her. But, like, you know, ideally, it's, like, have that confidence where it's, like, if I need to leave, I'll leave. But also, like, I will entrust her that, like, she won't leave me for another man. Mm-hmm. Or she won't betray me in that way. Because, yeah, like, it's a two-way street. And also, like, you know, why doesn't she have the right to be like, oh, like, you can't wear this or that because you... It's like if suddenly she was like, well, you can't be well-groomed. Because girls really like a well-groomed man.
Yeah.
You can't wear a suit. You can't wear those colors. You can't... You're not allowed to feel good. You're not allowed to, like, look good because another girl's going to snatch you up. You don't have the approval to go out looking like that with those sandals out. You know how many people are going to be looking at your feet?
Yeah.
I'm going to be looking at your feet.
All right. No, I think it's hot, though, when you're like, this is such an attractive specimen of a human, and he or she is mine. And, like, yeah, let them go out. Let them show off. But how, like, undeniably sexy is it to be like, you guys can lick, but you can't touch?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I have these two friends, like, I love them. They're married, but yeah, that's actually one of those things where it's like they really like that, where they're like, kind of like possessive. They're not like toxic possessive, but they're like, you know, it's like exactly like you can look, but you can't touch, buddy, because she's mine. You need to watch Obsession, but there's this line, and I think it's really hot, but it's like, but like basically one of the characters, you know, you'll get it immediately, but basically this guy wishes for his friend who is a girl, who like we don't really know if she's into him or not, because there's this whole debate, but like basically he kind of says like, oh, we're actually really good friends, because the guy is like he's not confrontational, and he's a bit of a bitch and a loser, but basically instead of like just being honest and being like, I actually like you, he wishes for her to like be madly in love with him, but like it's one of those wishes that kind of like are like it's like oh, it works so well that like it backfires. Yeah. And there's this one scene where she goes like, she's like, everyone here will die, never knowing the feeling of true love the way I feel for my bear. And I was just like, yeah. If I was Bear at that moment, I would have been like, yeah, that's my woman.
Hell yeah. No, this comes from a deep root-seated level of insecurity. Let's also keep in mind, though, we don't know the full story. But if this truly is the full extent of what it is, let her wear a fucking bikini. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, man. I feel like it's not mutual. I'm sorry, I'm just quoting the Obsession. It's just so fucking good. I love it. You know, there's this whole thing called like incel horror, where like it's like a, man, my voice is fucked. I usually don't stay up this late, but I'll make an exception. Put romantic music. This is the hat episode.
Just for you guys.
Yeah. Just for you guys, I'll take the hat off. How is it, viewers? Is my hair the way you wished, the way you imagined, the way you envisioned? Anyways.
So that was this week's
No. Hold on. All right. Okay. We'll get back. We'll get to that in a sec. Oh my god. And while I still have a voice left, so there's this thing called incel horror, right? Where basically, the main horror villain isn't like some crazy serial killer with a mask or like some giant monster, a giant spider. The actual villain is an incel. It's like some dude that just like is a fucking loser and like will make things worse because he likes a girl. Yeah. Or like the patriarchy.
He feels like he's God's gift to women.
Yeah. But it's also like regarding patriarchy, like for example, The Substance. Have you seen The Substance?
I have.
Okay, that one's really good. But like it also talks about that of like the patriarchy of like just like the horror here is like, or like the main villain is really just like these two women, or more like the protagonist's insecurity of her value under the lens of the patriarchy. Yeah. And I just mansplained to her, you know, her experience, her daily experience, but
literally
for the viewer who probably has a dongus between their leg, that's what it's about. You should watch The Substance. You should watch Obsession. And oh my god,
going through puberty right now.
Yeah, I am. I hope I get first my lips, now my voice. I hope I get like a super deep voice like this, and like my lips go back to being fucking juicy. I'm gonna put another picture of my juicy lips for this episode.
He's not gonna let you guys forget it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit like, I hope eventually we get fan art of like my juicy lips. That would be amazing.
Like a side profile.
Oh, like my juicy lips, like me with my juicy lips looking at you, being like, I'm gonna look at your feet, because I said that earlier.
Yeah.
Hello, Billy. Oh, I have the hello, Billy. I have the voice.
Wow.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to our today's episode, this week's episode. We love you guys. Thank you for sticking around. I drank 2 chamomiles, so maybe that's why my voice is all fucked.
Yeah, we're gonna head out
Yeah.
here before Minty completely loses his voice. We'll see you
I
guys
love you
next
guys.
time. Bye.
Take care of those feet. Bye.